Yeah.
And of course, this is the show where each of us have 10 minutes to talk
Yes.
about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
Right, exactly. It could go anywhere, right?
And it always does, too. It goes in some strange places. We know, our listeners know that.
It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you forever since we're not at work together all the time anymore.
I know. And the funny thing is we just had a work event together, though.
That's right.
It was like a week and a few days.
Right, exactly.
So, but
Friday the 13th is, to be exact, is when it was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And didn't you see a ghost in your studio just a few minutes ago? Or you felt a presence? Or no?
Like before we started recording, I swear my chair started kind of moving, shaking, and I looked behind me like something was shaking. I was like, whoa. But then I was like, maybe we had an earthquake, but you didn't feel anything. I don't know.
I didn't feel
I'll ask my wife when she comes through, but it was weird. It was creepy.
It is. I'm like, oh, I wish you didn't tell me, because now I'm afraid to go into your studio if I ever go there. I get funny about these things, even like our event. Luckily, I kind of forgot about it the day of, but we had an event on Friday the 13th.
That's right. Uh-huh.
And I was like, should we really
the
do
kegger?
This?
Yeah, it was great. It was so fun.
Yeah. We had a good turnout, though. It was really, really good.
Red Hot tribute was great. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that tribute band, Red Hot Chili Pepper tribute. They're really good.
Mm-hmm. They were good.
Very fun. And what was the other tribute?
I don't know. Should we be saying
Alice in
this?
Chains. Oh, really?
Is it okay? I don't know. Can we talk about this or not?
Yeah, but we didn't say where. We didn't say where it was.
We didn't say where.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
we just said at work.
I love it on our podcast because I could say whatever the hell I want to say.
Yeah.
I like Alice in Chains. I thought they should have been,
Memory Lane. That's what it was.
Headliner, Memory Lane. They were good.
Yeah,
they brought
very
the
cool.
energy there. Let's jump into it. You want to go first today, on?
No, you know what they say, ladies first. So have at it.
Oh, what a gentleman. Okay, I'll put my clock on.
Nikki, you got 10 minutes.
Okay,
or more.
This is kind of a personal subject. So I was debating, like, should I talk about this or not?
Right.
But, you know me. I usually, talk about whatever.
Yeah, pretty open, pretty comfortable.
I'm pretty open. So I'll be honest. And honestly, this might be a good topic for younger girls.
Sure.
If you're thinking about getting breast implants
right,
or
augmentation.
if you have them. I was young. I got them done 15 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And back in the day, I didn't think things through. You just do it. I was like, oh, it would be so hot.
Right.
I was always small. I wanted big breasts like you see on TV.
You just wanted,
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'll look good in
Is that because you wanted attention?
I wanted to look good in clothes. I wanted to have that cleavage.
My wife says that too. Yes, that's what she would want.
And look good naked too as well. But
yes, absolutely.
But you know what? Now that you say that, Ellen, I mean, maybe a little bit of it, maybe. Yeah, of course you're going to get a little more attention.
Sure.
So there might be an attention aspect to that too as well.
Nothing wrong with it.
And I am lucky. I had a friend. I was living in New York City at the time, and I was in an acting conservatory. And I had a friend who knew a doctor on Park Avenue, a nice area in New York City, if you're not familiar with it. And I just went to him, he cut me a deal, and still expensive, but, helped me out a lot. And luckily it turned out
he was legit.
great.
You did your homework, right?
I didn't do any homework. I just took my friend's word.
Okay,
I
word
was
for it.
dumb.
Okay.
I was a dumb little, but luckily it turned out well.
Good.
Didn't have any problems 15 years later. And then probably like 6 months ago, I looked in the mirror and I was like, one side, it's not as full on top. And it looks like it dropped just a hair.
I was going to say it dropped.
Just slightly.
Now, if you don't mind saying, what type of implants do you have?
So I have saline. You can do saline or silicone. And I know 99% of doctors are going to say silicone all the way. And with the new gummy bear style that they have, they don't leak and stay in place. I don't trust putting all that silicone in my body.
I don't know if I would too, if I were female, obviously, but
now I still do have some silicone because the shell, even with the saline, is a silicone shell.
Right.
But honestly, I watched some of the pictures of the new gummy bear implants that they have, the silicone, and they cut them open, and it's just like this gooey stuff.
Ooh.
Like, who would want that in their body?
No, yeah, it sounds dangerous.
If it stays in place and doesn't, it's still, I don't know, I'm sure little particles of it could leave and enter. I just, no.
Right.
So anyways, now the way I'm so healthy and so holistic, should I just have them removed completely? You know, but I like the way they look so much. It's been 15 years of my life.
They've been a part of your body. Yeah. And if you lose that,
I am really going to go through major withdrawal. It's like, it would be really difficult for me. Yeah. So the holistic side,
it would be for me too.
Yeah.
Down below. I'm sorry. Now, I had to. I was thinking it. I had to say it.
Now, at work, I'm always cold a lot, and we're in a studio, and I wear hoodies a lot. So you can't even. Can you even see, or do you know that I have fairly large breasts? Or
yes, but to be honest with you, I'm not like looking, but I have seen where it was cold inside, and but that's normal. And and I hug you. We hug, so I can tell.
And I mean, they feel a little hard.
But I'm not hugging you to feel your boobies. So you know what I mean? I'm hugging you. Right.
Yeah. So anyways.
Well, maybe.
We side hugs from now on.
No. I'll still feel them.
I'm joking. Honestly, they come, they're that big at times where, I mean, it doesn't matter if you hug me from the side, behind, wherever, you're going to get a little of them.
But, you might get a black eye. What are those? Triple D's? No, I'm sorry. Okay.
And
stop.
I will say too that saline, it's not quite as natural, especially back in the day, 15 years ago. It is harder. It doesn't feel as soft as the silicone too, and as natural. But I don't care. I just feel safer having saline in my body, and I actually like the way it looks. I kind of like the fake look, how they are up a little higher, where the silicone kind of are more teardrop shaped and kind of sink down a little more. And I want them up high. I had these done. I want them. I'm fine if they're out.
And own them. And you got to do what's comfortable for you, and what is good for your health, and what you think is good for you.
Yeah. So I'm not ready to give them up just yet. So I was like, man, why is the one side dropped a little bit? Is it leaking? Right. So that's been a concern. And one of my friends, she has saline, and one of hers leaked, and she had to have them removed. So then that really got me going. So, because I noticed it briefly, like I said, probably 6 months ago, that the one seemed a little off. And I'm like, oh my God, Nicole, you obsess over everything. I'm sure. Just stop. It's fine. Nothing is going to be perfect. But they were pretty perfect when I initially had them done. But anyways, fast forward. And then my friend tells me about how hers were leaking. And then probably another month or two go by, and I was home over 4th of July, and I'm like, wait a minute, like my right side, the one that has gone down a little bit, it's really soft, a lot softer than it used to be, and I don't feel the shell as much, and sometimes it's sore.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I bet it's it must be leaking a little bit. And I know so many people say, if you have a leak with saline within a few days or a month, it would, it would be
toxic,
like a flat tire. No, hopefully it shouldn't be toxic because it's salt water.
Because that's right.
But,
saline.
But at the same time, you don't know. I hear fungus and bacteria can still get it. So who knows? Nothing's good for
I know nothing about it, so school me.
But anyways, so at first I was like, you know what? I might go to a doctor in my hometown so my parents can be with me, during the surgery. I'll just feel safer. Yeah. There's something about parents. You just feel safer around them.
Mom and dad being at home. Yep.
Yeah. So I go home and I meet with the surgeon, and I think I like him. I'm like, he's probably not as good as the Beverly Hills surgeons out here, but it might, just having my family, I might feel good. So that was one option. And then there's a doctor I know out here in Beverly Hills he does breasts all the time. Really good.
That's his thing.
I had a friend who went to him. So I'm like, I feel
trustworthy.
Trustworthy. So it was between the two of them. And then I went to, sorry, this is getting long.
I'm following you. That's
because
all right.
It's taken me a little bit to get to what I wanted to talk about here. Okay. So I say one thing to these doctors, and then boom, they go from wanting to do the surgery to not wanting to do the surgery.
Why is that?
So the doctor in Rochester, he was all on board to do it. We talked about, doing it maybe when I'm home over Christmas. And then I come back to California, and they're like, call with questions, anything. So I called once. I had a few questions. The lady, got back to me. Then the second time, I went to his website, and I noticed that not all the breasts were completely lined up. Some were slightly lower than the others. Some of the nipples weren't exactly even.
Oh.
And I'm like, wait 1 minute. I didn't even think this was a thing, but I need to ask him and make sure that this is the whole point that I'm doing this.
Right.
Because I don't even know if there's a leak, but I want them level and even. If I'm spending, I mean, it's expensive. It's like $10,000 or more, and depending on where you go to get your breast done. And they have
to open you up in order to see that you have a leak? Or is there an image that they can take or anything?
It's the craziest thing. They should be able to do some type of imaging to tell. Yeah. And I've seen them, and no one really knows. Maybe I could ask my doctor if I can do an ultrasound.
I mean, I'm surprised they haven't said that if that is an option, just to see if you have actually fluid, a leak.
Yeah, so, it's the craziest thing. So anyways, so I call up the doctor in my hometown, and I'm like, because I was ready, like I thought I saw a sign. So I'm gonna tell you, Alan.
Okay,
I was stressing out, going back and forth. Should I go with the doctor at home?
Right.
Should I go with the doctor here? Universe, give me a sign.
Right.
And one of the guys at work brought me a book, and I forgot. We talked about this book a few weeks back. And of course, on this certain day, he brings me the book. And it's during my show. So I'm not reading it, but I flipped through and I landed on a page. Okay. And the first sentence said, Mr. So-and-so. And that's the same last name as the Rochester doctor.
Okay.
And then
you took it as a sign.
I took it as a sign. And then also underneath it said, use careful consideration. So I was like, ooh, does that mean yes to that doctor?
Right.
Or to consider
no.
anything? So then I was torn, but I was like, I think it's a sign to go with him, though. So I was pretty convinced it was a sign to go with him.
You want the positive side, yeah.
On the positive side, I'm like, God, I'm slightly confused by this thing, but let's go. So I'm ready to schedule, but I had that one more question. I'm like, let me ask about the levelness. And he calls me 6:00 in the morning the next day because he's in New York. He's on New York time.
Yeah.
I think he called thinking I was going to go to voicemail, and I saw, somehow it woke me up because a lot of times I sleep through these things. It woke me up, and I was like, hello? He could tell. He was like, oh, sorry, it's early there, isn't it, in California? I'm like, yeah, it's 6 in the morning.
Yeah, motherfucker.
And he basically tells me that my expectations are too high, and he doesn't think he can make me happy.
No way.
And I should find another surgeon. And I was like,
damn.
What? I was like, I thought that lining up the breasts would be a given. I didn't even think I would need to ask. You're telling me that my expectations are too high because I want my nipples and my breasts
to be equal? Right.
I mean, I know, every side's slightly different. It's not going to be like, but pretty close. You look at it and it looks normal. It looks level, Yeah.
Especially if it's a boob job, it should, right? Naturally, women's breasts, I think one is smaller than the other. Or is that, I don't know.
Apparently I heard that because they did it as a trivia question on the radio last weekend.
Oh, really?
I did not know. I was, so one of my coworkers comes in and he was like, which boob is naturally smaller than the other? I'm like, that's a thing? I'm like, I have no idea. And now I forgot which one he said already. But anyways.
Yeah.
But it's still, they look normal. Like mine looked normal and lined up when I had them done.
And symmetrical.
So I was like, okay, thank you, God. Then no, I'm not going home. It's stupid anyways to go to a doctor who isn't as good just to be with my parents. We have the best doctors here in Beverly Hills.
Sure.
Gonna go to this doctor. He's a little bit more, and my parents, maybe they'd come out, maybe not. I don't know. But at least I have a good doctor.
Right. And I'm sure they would come out if, you needed some help.
So just today, actually, I had a second, it was a Zoom consult, a second one.
There you go.
And I was like, I'm ready to go with you, doctor. The only thing I want to make sure is that you can make my breasts even. And, the nipples, everything even. Like, right? You're going to be lined up, right?
Yes.
And he was like, well, and I'm like, why?
What
I'm
like, wow.
This is the whole reason why I'm doing this surgery.
It's frustrating me.
One is slightly, just a tiny bit, slightly lower. The nipple dropped just a tiny bit.
So I want that even.
Yeah. And he was like, if it is because of a leak, it makes sense. It's like a flat tire. Then yes, once we fill it up, it should be even.
Okay.
But if it's not a leak and it just over time, I don't know, that side happened to drop for whatever reason. No, there's no guarantee that they are going to be even again.
And so he can't find that out until they put you under.
So then he says to me, he was like, as your friend, he starts calling me as a friend. He's like, as your friend, you know what? he was like, I think we should wait. He was like, I think we should hold off.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, your other breast, the right breast looks amazing.
Okay.
You know, why go operate on
Sounds like he actually cares.
To possibly, you know, make something wrong with the one that looks good to fix the one that doesn't. He was like, let's do, because we haven't done in person yet. He was like, no rush, maybe in a couple months do in person, but let's take our time with this. And I'm like, well, if it is leaking and one day I wake up and it's like flat, are you going to get me in? Because I don't want to walk around with like
one
and
boobie.
He was like, you will be a VIP patient. We will get you in. And
we will get you in.
So, and I was trying to do it over Thanksgiving because I have 4 days off in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of time off. I don't have vacation, you know,
right,
a lot of sick. So
there's a window. Yeah.
You believe in signs with God. Maybe it's a sign. I've had 2 freaking doctors now tell me.
He could be talking to you.
Oh, that's loud.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
You blew me out.
Sorry.
Nicole Preston. Oh my God. Oh, that was the loudest thing in my ears.
I'm sorry, Ellen.
Did you plan that? I'm sorry. Give us a minute, y'all.
No, it's because all the sound effects are so much louder
But
than
that
the
was
intro song on
hilarious.
the clock. I'm sorry, Ellen.
Oh no, it's okay. That's busting my gut. It scared the shit out of me, and it was loud. I better check my shorts. Wow.
You okay?
I'm
We'll
good.
give you a
I'm
minute
good.
If you need a minute.
I'm being dramatic, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, well, I hope you're okay.
No,
You're
I'm not
okay.
being
Your ears
dramatic.
are
That
okay.
was crazy. No, that was good. I'm good. So,
Okay,
in closing, that was your 10 minutes you were letting yourself know.
Yeah, so that was my 10 minutes. And
Mm-hmm.
so what do you think, Alan? Just real quick, and then we got to move on to you.
Sure. Well,
But I've had 2 doctors now go from being on board to doing it to now saying no or let's wait. What do
the
you
one
think?
that said as your friend?
He's not my friend, though. I mean, I've known him a couple times.
Oh,
but, you know,
okay.
like,
But he was trying to be, he was trying to kick it to you real. And if it sounds like he cares, and like to me, it feels like out of all of them, he's the one I would say trust. Just hold off a minute. What's the benefit of waiting?
Honestly, as soon as you put them in, there's an expiration date anyway. So maybe I can get 6 more months, 1 more year out of it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they don't last forever. This is not going to be
But health wise, I think the most important thing too is to find out if you have a leak. I know it's because it's saline. It's not, to me, that's kind of like
You're
I don't
right.
know.
It's still,
I don't know. It's not
you're
right. It's a leak. So it's not.
I know. Even
and
if it's
I'm
not
just thinking,
leaking a lot, isn't it something that should be taken care of?
Sure. Right. And then, like you said, you'd be deflated and call you one boob Nikki. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't call you that.
You're right. And so I'm going to try to see if I can schedule an appointment with doctors, see if they can do an ultrasound or something. And,
there you go. If there's some imaging that they can do to find out and do your homework like you have been. You've been diligent with that, and you think you've been getting some signs. It sounds like you've been getting some direction, so.
Let's, wrong one.
And that's it, folks. Good night.
Honestly, my topic took so long that.
Who's keeping track? Who's keeping time?
Alan, now it's your turn. You got
it's 10 10 minutes. Keep track of time for me so I don't go off on a tangent. No. But I wanted to recap from episode 41 when I was talking about OfferUp and just hating OfferUp and just people flaking out. So I put my sofa, I was trying to sell my sofa. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. I got a ton. I think I was telling you last on episode 41, a ton of inquiries on it. And it went to, as you tenors saw the picture on our Instagram, sold to John and Jamie. And they came from Oceanside. And they were cool. Just John came, and he was a cool dude. We started talking about the sofa and how I love the sofa, and we don't want to part with it, but it doesn't fit in our new house, and how we're glad to, sell it to him. Obviously,
Ellen,
make a buck.
First of all,
he was cool. What?
I can't believe he came all the way from Oceanside.
Yes,
to
quite a
you
ways
to pick up a used couch.
Mm-hmm.
What a man. What a husband. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I told him that. That's so funny you say that. Because I was talking to his wife on Facebook, and then she says, I'm sending my husband, John. I'm like, okay. And I had a lot of other inquiries, but some of them fell through. I was kind of getting the OfferUp vibe on Marketplace, but I had better turnout. But, yeah, they came from Oceanside quite a ways. He's like, oh, it's only an hour. I'm just driving down, listen to my YouTube. He does YouTubes where he, reads a scripture, a Bible verse, and talks about it. Yeah, but his name
That's
is.
That's why you related. That's why you connected.
Yeah, so we were talking about our faith and stuff. So I took a picture. I'm like, this cool dude bought my couch.
Only Alan takes a picture of a complete stranger that he sold his couch to.
Only me.
I love it, but we did post it on our Instagram if you want to check that out.
Yeah, so I wanted to recap that.
Cute.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
And it is cute. You guys are cute. I will say, though, so I've been selling things, as you know, on Facebook Marketplace as well. And I did have one girl. She sent her cousin. She lived all the way somewhere in LA. I forgot. I want to say like Redondo Beach, or she sent her cousin during rush hour all the way from Redondo out here. I'm telling you, during that time, he said it took like 2.5, 3 hours to get here.
Yeah, man.
And you know what I sold? I sold,
what?
I had this romantic teepee. And it had the flowers and all the candles, and it was lace.
Wow.
And so when I
it was
dating,
what she wanted.
Yeah, so his cousin wanted that. Mm-hmm. And what a good cousin, came all that way to my place to pick up this teepee. So
where did you acquire that? I think you were going to say where you got that.
So I got all the different parts separately on Amazon, but I got that as like a romantic thing for my girl, basically the girl I was seeing at the time.
Right.
And I just thought it was so pretty and just made my living room look prettier. So I had it set up. Oh, and pillows. I had like the special pillows to go with it. And then I
was it a memoir to her?
Out petals. What'd you say?
Was it a memoir to her?
Not exactly. No.
I hope she doesn't listen. Sorry.
And champagne, and it was romantic. So hopefully the new owner enjoys it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you sold a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I think you were talking about someone wanting to buy you socks.
Oh yeah, we talked about that last episode.
Oh yeah, okay,
and
all right.
It's so funny because Alan's the one. You kind of go with things at first. I'm like, should I? And you're like, yeah, why not? You know, or like, or the music guy, like, oh, he's not saying anything bad. He's just talking about music. And then sure enough, so I'll, converse with them a little more. And then it goes in a direction it should not go. And I'm like, damn, I got to cut this off sooner. I'm not listening to Alan.
It's my fault.
But I will say Alan is a gentleman. And when I would have people come to work that I would be selling things from Marketplace to, Alan would always, even with his messed up knee, come down the stairs.
Yeah, you can't go alone. Yeah. There's some creepers, weirdo people. We've seen it, right?
Yeah,
I wanted to add too that former co-host Rogelio was talking about a site called Mercari. He had told me about. It's Mercari.com. I haven't done my research on it yet, but it's another forum. Maybe some of our tenors know about it, like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. So, he says you have really good luck and I guess not a lot of flakes or what. It's just different. He said, give it a shot. So I'm going to check that out. If anyone's ever, tried that, feel free to shoot us a DM or, in the comments, on our Instagram page.
You try it first, Alan. Let me know how it goes, and then maybe I'll get on.
All righty. All right. Will do. I wanted to recap that. That was more like a recap. This is still part of my 10 minutes. I wanted to recap.
Oh, he's got more.
My pinky. Nikki.
Oh, Alan, no.
Remember? It was on episode 39. I talked about slicing my finger. I didn't get stitches. Yeah, no, it looked bad because I think we posted the pictures on Insta.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Now, did you go? You went to the hospital, right?
I went to urgent care, and they wanted to charge a bunch of money for stitches, and I'm like, does it need stitches? He's like, well, you could get away with some skin glue and some tape. I forget the name of the special tape that they put on lacerations. So he did that, wrapped my pinky, and did all that. That was over a month ago, and I still can't bend my pinky. And my wife's telling me I am impatient. She's like, it's going to take some time. You have to keep exercising it. So you guys can't see, but I'm pushing my pinky down and it just pops back up. I can't hold it down.
I mean, at least it does go down because
it bends, but it doesn't.
You couldn't even do that and push it down. So at least you can do that.
but I still can't grip things. It's weird. Look I can't make a fist.
It's weird.
Look at.
I have this thing where I can email my doctors or talk. Can you ask someone? I mean, if as long as you know it just needs more time to heal and eventually you can bend it again, then great. But if there's something you need to jump on to try to like, you better like maybe see, because you don't want it to be like that forever.
I know. I don't. I really don't. I keep telling Lacey that I guess I'm vain. I'm like, no. And I want to use that. I want to make a fist. It's like carry equipment. You know what I mean? And when I'm holding a mic with my left hand now, my pinky sticking up, and my wife was telling me now when you take a drink, you really look gay. With your pinky up drinking. I'm like, come on.
That's how I drink. I drink.
Yeah, see, no, but it's not right though. I can't do it like that. I can't. It just, if they could only see. Yeah, but I want to get that. So I will, I'm in the process of finding a doctor.
Find a doctor.
I'm going to ask about that. I mean, it's probably expensive.
Therapy.
Yeah.
But it's your finger. You gotta.
I know.
Sell another couch or something, so you can do what you got to do for that finger.
What is that saying? One on the pink, two on the stink. I'm sorry. I had to.
Was that loud? Did that hurt your ears?
It wasn't as loud. It was loud, but it's just such a triumphant, and it was cued perfectly when I started talking inappropriately. I do apologize.
Oh, I didn't even hear what you were saying.
Oh, then I'm not going to repeat it. I am not going to repeat it. Yeah, no.
Can you know? Because I'm curious.
No, it's dirty. Because I was
earmuffs for me.
You want to hear? Do you want to know what I said?
Yeah, I do.
There's a saying: one in the pink, two in the stink.
Oh.
I said I can do that still, but I can't bend my pinky. Isn't that one? I may be incorrect, and this is way too much conversation about this. But yeah, it's something like that. If anybody knows, send a picture.
Yeah, if you are, I don't know if my fingers would be flexible enough to be in all those, but yeah, you never know.
Right.
Anyways,
can be done.
I guess it can be done, Ellen.
Yes.
Ellen knows.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.